All right, my darlings. Hello, it's Michaela. So, the question or the statement, how often and for how long, pertains to massage frequency and duration. This question comes up a lot. So, bottom line, you want to think about 1 hour, once a month. Okay? Now there's a million other variables. So, depending on your physical state, depending on your goals, whether it is, if you are injured, if you are training intensely, if you have a race coming up, if you are helping to offset a compromised state, if you feel super duper stressed, if you are desiring to turn over a new leaf, if you just want to do something that's supportive, those factors are all going to dictate lifestyle, actually, and finances, time as well. All these things determine how often one chooses to get massage. But in terms of health and the cumulative effects of massage and the preventative aspects of massage, 1 hour, once a month. That's what we're thinking about. Some people come more often, every other week. That is my desired timeline. Some people stretch it out 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 4 times a year. That to me is a little lengthy in terms of really taking advantage of how massage works. Some people just come in crisis, which is not ideal. We all here adore doing white knight massage because it makes us feel like heroes. However, it's not optimum for your body to do a ton of back paddling in order to get you upright, once again, in the land of the living. So, some things that we talk about when people wrap up their massage is alerting them to the fact, educating them to the fact that they're going to feel better later that day because it takes a little bit to integrate your massage into your body. So people typically feel better that evening or even the next day. But what we also talk about is noting how you feel days later, weeks later, and essentially what you want to do. If you came in a dire state, think about a wave. And so if when you feel the best after your massage later that evening or the next day, think about that being as the point where the wave is cresting. And so essentially what you want to do is come back before you get to the bottom of that trough. Because what will happen is, because massage is cumulative, if you hit that spot, if we get to address your body, care for your body, expertly treat your body, before you get to the bottom of that trough, essentially that massage will last longer, okay? If you get to the bottom of the trough and then have a little attention, there's going to be time spent kind of working back to that midpoint, and then it'll go further forward. So if you catch things before you're in a bad way, your massage will last longer, okay? And so ideally, what would be so incredibly welcome over here is to come when you feel good, because what happens then is you always feel good, all right? And if something does creep up, you do something out of the ordinary, you've had an inordinate amount of stress, you did something a little too strenuous, you might need a little more attention, but essentially, having massage when you feel good keeps things feeling good, and that enables you to be more present, frankly, to your life and to function better, to perform better, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, emotionally. You just have a little more space, which is pretty great. So I said 1 hour, once a month. So duration, I would not go less than that, frankly, unless you're a very specific candidate. If you've been receiving a lot of work, you're an athlete, or working on one thing, or with one goal in mind, and so maybe, the body, we're familiar with your body, it's easy to cruise through it, but barring that, at least an hour. And then one other thing you might want to think about in terms of this element of massage being cumulative is when you tack a little more time onto your session, especially if you have multiple things going on that you are aware of, or that's the feedback that you get back from your therapist, and or you have things going on and you want an element of relaxation. When you tack that extra time on, you get exponentially more benefit in that 15-minute period or 30-minute period. So that can be a wise investment, an extra $15, an extra $30, which who wants to pay more? Probably no one ever. But when you pay that up front, in terms of investing in your time or putting that investment of time and money into yourself at that moment, your massage will last for longer. Okay? So that can just be a way to, maybe a different way to think about it. And then finally, 2 additional things that will absolutely extend the life of your massage. One is foam rolling. I talk about this all the time with everyone who comes through these doors. It's between stretching and a massage. It's phenomenal. It's easy. It's quick. It is a total lifesaver. Okay? It'll help you recover faster after you work out, and it'll help your body from getting less wound. Okay? And then the other is pharmaceutical grade supplementation. So I talk about USANA that I use, I love, I recommend. At the very least, they're multivitamin. And what that does is it continually offsets the impact of oxidative stress, which comes from using our body. It comes from breathing, it comes from eating, it comes from the sun, it comes from stress. And so we are dealing with a bunch of factors, and this is something that helps to offset it for our health in a big fat way, but it also helps to increase body comfort by processing things more quickly, okay? So whether it is, less ideal behavior in terms of food or drink, or more stress, by properly and optimally nutrienting your body, you will feel better. You'll have more energy. You'll look amazing, internally as well as externally. Okay? So those are some things that might be good food for thought. And if you have any questions or needs, please be in touch. Okay? So until next time.